Hello class. For today's video, I'm standing here in Mound Hill Cemetery, named after the Indian mounds found here in Ohio. An Indian mound right here, right behind me, shows really what this place is about and why it's got its name. So for this video, I wanted to take a look at another significant figure from the Northwest Indian War, Chief Little Turtle. His early legacy had already been enshrined by his father, who had sided with the British during the French and Indian War, and who signed for peace in the Treaty of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Little Turtle would come to be much like his father in the historical record. Now, Little Turtle appears during the Revolutionary War, where he is distinguished as a war chief during the defeat of French forces allied with America during a battle known as La Balme's Defeat near modern-day Fort Wayne, Indiana. Now, Little Turtle continues to lead his people in a wartime effort to secure the land north of the Ohio River for the Maumee and prevent any encroachment from Americans into their territory. Through the next decade, Little Turtle leads his men into battle numerous times, in which two substantial battles, known for the defeat of those two American generals, Josiah Harmer and Arthur St. Clair. It was only with Mad Anthony Wayne that Little Turtle began to have a change in mind on the matter of resistance. In conversations with General Anthony Wayne around the council fire in 1795, Little Turtle debated the claims of British fort succession over to Americans at the Treaty of Greenville. Some of the motivation behind the Northwest Indian War was for Americans to occupy previously held British territories acquired to them through their victory in the American Revolution. Now, here around me are the woods in which Miami Braves were led by Chief Little Turtle and would route out supply lines from Fort Washington to Fort Jefferson, a distance from Cincinnati to Greenville, Ohio today. Now, in Leroy Ead's biography of Little Turtle, more than his brave exploits as a war chief are discussed, including a statement on his character. It says Little Turtle was a lover of good companionship, fine food, and good humor. Little Turtle was a powerful orator who counseled moderation at all times. Standing 6 feet in height, he was noteworthy for his subtlety and circumspectness. Now, Little Turtle continues in the historical record through to the next American War, the War of 1812, where its roots begin with two Shawnee brothers, Tecumseh and Tenskwatawa, in their effort to form the Second Indian Confederacy in the Northwest Territory. In Patrick Bottiger's article, Prophetstown for Their Own Purposes, the French, Miami, and Cultural Identities in the Wabash, Maumee Valley, being in the year 1805, Ohio has recently become a state, and Little Turtle is scorned by other natives, some even from the Miami, for his continued drive to find peace with America. Picane, another chief of the Miami, said of Little Turtle before the onset of the War of 1812, Little Turtle hurt the Miami by willingly ceding Miami lands in order to gain annuity payments. In fact, it has been his teaching from his father to find peace once the efforts of war bore too much suffering. Little Turtle, though disgraced by some of his people and fellow natives in regard to America's cooperation in him with them, he was buried with full military honors, as Leroy Ead adds in his final comments on the war chief. Now today his memorial exists in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a reminder of our heritage and the struggle abounding on both sides of the battlefield. I thank you for listening, and have a good night.